Alison has gained a new friend and ally here on the mountain. With enough food, warmth, and shelter for the now 3 who inhabit this home, one would think that life would get a lot more simple, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Unfortunately, Wallace seems to have angered an order of philosophers enough for them to potentially send troops to take their revenge. One wonders what Wallace said to offend them so much, but for the time being, it's more important to carve out a root cellar and prepare some defenses in case the worst was to come. Hello, and welcome back to Going Medieval. We are here once more with Alison and Wallace, and of course Max, who is currently sleeping in our new home. And it is very nice to see just this large area that they've created for themselves. Well, I guess mostly Alison created for the 3 of them. A nice warm space for them to be able to sleep and eat and butcher up some creatures, and soon we will open up this area here to be able to dig underground, and as mentioned in the intro, make a little root cellar for all of this food that's just laying outside right now. Also, as mentioned previously, a search party arrives in 1 day 9 hours from this very period, which is a little worrying. Let's take a second look at Max here. Can we grab him? Yeah, Max. Pets roam the shelters. Okay. Slaughter, release. That is definitely not what we want. He needs food. I have it in my head that there was a way to give Max different jobs and stuff, but I can't currently remember how to do it. Oh, that might be it. Okay, let's see. Slaughter, train. Okay. Oh, we can set him up for battle. Fantastic. So Max, you will be assigned to Alison, and you will be able to fight. So if this order of philosophers does turn up, we will have 3 to be able to defend ourselves with. Alison with her bow, Wallace with his spear, I believe we gave him, and then of course Max with his bitey mouth. All right, let's just speed things up just a little bit until they wake up, and then we're going to have a think. I really want that root cellar because having meat just out is not a good thing. As we can currently see, what is this, a fox? No, this is a wolf. We're attracting wolves, which is definitely not ideal. Yeah, we definitely don't want the wolves to get to that. But also, if we click on them, I believe decaying because of ground type. Because of ground type. Okay. I had it in my head that, and I might be wrong about this, but I had it in my head that they also decay if they're like left to the elements as they are currently. So maybe I'm wrong about that, or maybe it's just not showing me, but it seems to make sense. You don't want literal raw meat just laying on the ground. It is taking longer for them to wake up than I had imagined. How about we start setting up a panic room of sorts? Okay, so this is the idea here. What I'm going to do, and full disclosure, I don't actually know if this is going to work, but what I'm thinking of doing, zone research, is there not a blueprint sort of thing? Here we go. If I click on this, maybe not. Okay, well, let's set up a panic room. The idea here is that we will have easy access to it, but other people that potentially are attacking will not have easy access to it. So let's just do that. Maybe make a door here so they can get in. Stretch this out to say here. as such, and we're going to make it so that there's one simple entrance here. This may actually be a problem for archers attacking. Let's just, you know what? Let's just make a little bit of a maze as such. And we're going to go over to battle mode, select this, and we're going to just make some defenses as such, so that we can stand behind this and they have to pass through this. I'm thinking of this. I'm not entirely sure that will even work, considering we have Max along, but we'll see. This is the plan, and I don't think it's a very good one, but it is our current plan here. We have a day to build this. That should be enough. That should be fine. There's 2 of us to build now, and both of us are quite good at construction apparently. So we have some limestone over here. We're going to need quite a bit of limestone, so let's just pick that up. Over here. Oops. There we go. Unforbid. And now they should be doing what they need to. Okay. I don't know why Alison had a green name for a while. It is still green. Huh. Is it because she's happy? Oh, look at this. Her mood is almost topped out. That's fantastic. that's lovely. I like seeing that. All right. So Alison and Wallace are currently building their little panic room here. I'm not 100% sure if this will even work, because I would expect that the potential... Let's actually, you know what? How do we cancel this? Here we go. I'm thinking like the enemies might actually come for the door instead of passing through the traps. That's what I'm a little worried about. If that is the case, that's not good, now that I think of it. So, well, this is the best we have, honestly. This is as good as we have it. So we're just gonna hope that these traps will work. I don't know if there's an actual way to get Max to just go here and stand. No, there isn't. So Max may also be a problem in this. Well, we'll have to see. Right now it's just speculation. This is a bunch of wolves. There's just an entire family of wolves, I think. Yeah, an entire grouping of wolves here, and they're just doing their thing. That's interesting. If I select them, I can tame the wolves? Maybe they become dogs. I have no idea. We can hunt the wolves. Okay, we're not going to do that right now. Okay. Either way, it is 11 in the morning. We have one day, so it's going to be around noon tomorrow that they're going to arrive. So the main focus right now is just to get something and hope that it works. And then we'll worry about you know, the kind of root cellar that I want to build afterwards, I guess. So 1, 2, 3 is what I said it would be. Let's just build this up all the way over here. We'll get back to that later. There we go. Alice and Wallace are doing fantastic work. No cellar with necessary construction skill available. Oh, that's a problem. Oh, I should have read that sooner. Okay, let me see the skills then. Attribute, skills, construction 10. What do you need to construct this? Does it say if I click on this? You need 15. Ah. That could be a problem for us. Yes, so this panic room is essentially useless. I mean, it won't be. It'll make sure that we attack one at a time, and the archer that's here is going to have a more difficult time shooting at us than we will at them, but not by much. Hmm. How close is Wallace to being able to? 11. Okay. So they will not be able to build that in time. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. Let's have them focus in that case on our root cellar over here. Let's scroll up perhaps. Here we go. We are going to deconstruct this. And it looks like Wallace is having a little prayer at the shrine. That's perfectly fine. Is Wallace also the one who's currently cold? I guess so. It is a bit warmer in here, so should be fine. As for this block of stone right here, we're going to want to deconstruct that as well. And then the upside is they will actually be building in a warm area soon. Just gonna pause this as I select this over here. Scroll up to be able to see properly. There we go. And let me just remember, yes, we had changed to this and this. So select these two things. There we go. And they should be able to deal with that, no problem. Okay, next thing we're going to want to do is mine. As such. Now the main difficulty with mining is that as they're mining, there's like resources that spawn, and sometimes what happens is the resources spawn downstairs where they are currently mining, and that's actually a huge problem because it means we won't be able to build stairs down. So you see, resources did spawn. We're going to cancel this just for now until they oh, Max is going for it. Fantastic. Max is helping us out. And then we're going to set it up again. Once again, we just want all the stone to appear on this side and not on the bottom there. So let's just let Wallace dig away. As such. Fantastic. Good job, Wallace. You're doing great. Max should be along to pick it up. Oh, there we go. Fantastic. Yep, Max picked it up. Max is such a good boy. Just running around, picking up limestone of all things, and then rushing back over there. Here we go. I don't know if Max will have time to get the limestone this time, so we may want to pause Wallace for a moment. Let's pause Wallace for just a moment. I really want to make sure that that limestone doesn't fall back into the hole. There we go, Max has picked it up, and I've set this up to be mined once more. Wallace should be getting to it. Oh, and he started his little timer again. Okay, well, that's fine. Good to know. So if we're going to stop them from doing stuff in the future, we want to make sure that it's at the very start of this little timer. Otherwise, okay, Wallace is moving stuff over. Otherwise, we've lost quite a bit of time on that. Okay, so maybe Alison's doing this time? Yeah, go Alison. And 19 hours until a search party arrives. Once again, there is a chance that the search party in question just ignores it and it's like, you know what, it's not worth it, blah blah blah, and then just heads back. And that's kind of the hope right now. Region. Oh. View region map and neighboring settlements. Construct a cartography table to view a map of the region. Okay, down the line, I guess we'll be able to have a cartography table. Okay, Wallace is going to pick up the limestone this time. How much is left on this? Maybe 2 more circles? Or Alison? There we go. Good job, Alison. And Max should get this one. Okay. And I think 1 more is all we technically need, but I'd like to get 2 more. to have proper space for the stairs down, and then a space over here to like be able to do other things. And I'm realizing I'm now realizing so we've dug down here, and we're going to dig a little area down here, right? This will destroy the roofing, the flooring. So we're gonna have to make some artificial floor here, and it's probably gonna mess with the backgammon table. That's not ideal. Okay, let's set up the new one right over here. Either Wallace or Alison will get this. Yeah, Wallace is getting this. And it's just as well. It looks like Wallace is starting to get a little cold. Yeah, suffering from cold. No longer. He is no longer cold. Alison's checking out our old little shack over here. Oh my gosh. And it looks like we've attracted every wolf in the place. I'm not even sure we're going to be able to properly have a root cellar before the wolves get through all the meat. We may have to go hunting. And I don't know how they're going to react. I'm a little worried. Right now they're satiated. They've been eating. So they're not going to attack my settlers, I would hope. But if I start attacking them, will they run away? Or will they band together and attack? Ooh. Very worrisome. Alright, well. It's not a problem for right now, and we can still have Alison go hunting or other animals down the line. Maybe something that's not a wolf. It'd be good to have a goat, not hungry. I guess that's not really on the cards at this time. You know what? Let's hunt a goat. Let's have Alison go and hunt a goat. Here we go. We now have 3 long as a whole, as a basement beginning. So we could start building the stairs, but as I mentioned, I kind of want it to be 4 so that we have at least 1 spot at the bottom. There we go. And Alison, ooh, Alison is already shooting at the goat, and it looks like she's killed the goat. Wow. Alison, what is your marksman level? It is 10. Okay, so she actually has a pretty good, not amazing, but a pretty good marksman level, which might be very good in 14 hours when our friends appear. Oh, limestone 10. I have seen piles of 25 in the past, so, and Max is coming. Okay, I was gonna say I have seen piles of 25 in the past, so that might not be a problem. Mostly where Wallace currently is, he has another spot right up here to drop the stone, so I think this is perfectly fine. Settlers are suffering from cold. I'm sorry. How warm is it? It's -1 here and it's 14 here. Cold. It's getting pretty cold now. Okay. Well, you're right beside a brazier. Okay, well, let's not worry about that. I don't know what he's not on about. And he is about to, yes, finish cutting that up. So, now we're going to have these stairs right here. There we go. And they'll be able to go downstairs. And I have it in my head that it is possible to build from the top down, and I'm going to continue hoping that is the case. I'm having my doubts now. It is 11 o'clock at night, however, so that may have to wait until tomorrow. Here we go. Everybody seems to be... Oh no, Wallace actually was bringing some stone over, and there is enough stone, so there should be able to build in the morning. Fantastic. Wallace is still cold, and no longer. I was going to say that's going to change quickly because this room is like 25 degrees centigrade, which is, honestly, it's a little warm, if I'm to be completely truthful. I'm not a huge fan of 25 degrees in a home, but I'd expect that these stone walls are quite cool, so maybe it doesn't feel like 25 degrees. where they currently are sleeping. There we go. They're about to finish up their little rest. Do we still have the goat carcass? Yes. And oh, the animals are really getting at our meats. Oh, that's a pain. Okay. Okay. So one person is going to be building this today. Here's my thought. Let's just pause for a moment. We have about 6 hours. At noon, apparently the search party is going to arrive. Like I said, there is a small chance that they decide just, you know what, Wallace isn't worth it. We're going to leave him alone. Otherwise, we have something. I'm not sure how good this is going to be. This may be completely useless, but we do have something that should at least split them up, is the hope. We can put Wallace up here, and we could put Alison over here, and Alison can start taking shots the moment that they turn this corner, and Wallace can hit him from the side. So there is, something going for us. Other than that, we have the downstairs to build, and I've been thinking about this. When you build something like this brazier, you can then remove it, relocate it, and when you remove it, it seems to put them kind of like in a little box. See, we can see a stone brazier here. This may be a good way to not only have some construction experience when you're building this, mostly if we make it out of stone or something, but also if another merchant comes by, we'll have something to sell. So let's build a large stone table right like that, and just set that up to start. So everybody should be eating. Oh, maybe we need more chairs actually. Let's build some more chairs now that we have some new friends with Wallace. We'll probably need himself a nice little chair as well. Okay. Let's pause the table for now. Have them focus on the way down the stairs and on these 2 chairs. And then after that, yeah, I'm thinking just making a few stone tables, and then just packing them up as such. We'll be able to sell them the next time we have a merchant around. I think that would be good. There we go. 4.5 hours. Alison is building currently. Okay, let's dig down just for a moment, because I wanted to know if you mine this area here. No. Up. Yeah. This area here, it does get rid of the flooring. Okay. So we are gonna have to move things around a bit. Okay. Maybe that's not a job for today then, having stretching this out for our root cellar down here, just because we're going to have to dig it up, move things around, put some flooring, and put everything back. I think that'll be a little bit too much work for what we're doing right now, mostly because there are 3 hours before we get attacked. Ooh, I'm getting a little nervous now. Okay. The upside to this digging operation is that they get limestone as well, so we'll be able to build stuff with limestone as it comes. Here we go. We now have 3 chairs. Potentially 3 people can come stay over at Alison's place. 2.5 hours. Ooh. Okay. I am, like I said, getting just more nervous than I probably should be. Here we go. Let's move the backgammon table there. Okay, I may have to remove it. Mined resources mangled. Let's cut that up. I don't know why you have a bush in the house. Leisure activities, yeah. I'm sorry, Alison? I guess we're going to have to wait till she puts it down. Alright. You know what we could also do? And I'm thinking of it. We have 2 hours, right? 2 hours is fine. We could also just do this right here. Oops. Just build a roof, right? They could have some. They can have some warmth. Perfect. Backgammon table. Yeah, we're gonna want that back. Install. Right over here. There we go. And Allison is placing down the stone for the roofing. We have an hour and a half. No pressure, Allison. But in an hour and a half, you're going to be attacked by a bunch of philosophers with a grudge against Wallace. And one of them will have a bow. And the other one, we don't know. It's a marauder, I believe. I'm not sure what that means. Okay, it has the wood aesthetic. We don't want the wood aesthetic. There we go. I guess we don't need to put them all in the stone aesthetic. There we go. A search party arrives imminently. Here it is. Guys, good luck. Okay. Prepare your settlers. The philosophers of the natural order are on their way. 1 archer and 1 marauder. Approximately, so maybe no one. You know, that's still a possibility. Just nobody shows up. Maybe they've philosophized enough and they're like, yeah, this doesn't make any sense. We're not going to attack these 2 people just because. Oh. Well, okay. Okay, let's give it a little reading. Violent extortionists, the philosophers of the natural order. I've never known philosophers to be violent extortionists, but here we are. Some wore beards, others wore spectacles. All of them wore scowls. The philosophers of the natural orders approached, fragrant with the scent of parchment and sealing wax. That description is amazing. Hand over Wallace, said the eldest, pointing a long ink-stained finger. We have a score to settle. Fantastic. Oh, I'm afraid now. Okay. Should I surrender Wallace to those that are hunting him? Yeah, that might piss people off, including Alison, I would expect. Or are we defiant and refuse to bow to the assailants' demands? And yeah, we might be attacked. We're probably going to be attacked. And my settlers are happy. You know what? I think our panic room is going to keep us safe. And we are... Oh, we've pissed off the philosophers of the natural order. They are now hostile. Ladies and gentlemen, we have created our first enemies up on the mountains, and it is philosophers. Ooh. Yep. And there are 2 of them. Okay, let's take a look at these 2. There is Awarnash. I'm really having trouble figuring out how that's pronounced, but I guess that would be it. And Gewis. So we have 2 of them. Let's see. One has a dagger and a buckler. Interesting. And a chaperone. And I think he's naked. I think he is. I think this philosopher has turned up with a dagger, a buckler, and a hat, but no clothes, in the dead of winter when it is negative 11 degrees centigrade outside. Okay, what about the other guy? Okay, he has a crossbow. Ooh. A crossbow. A flimsy crossbow, but a crossbow nonetheless. Interesting. He also has a hat. They all have hats. This is their thing. He has summer clothes. That's not going to help him in the dead of winter. He also has a gambeson. That will help him. Not for the cold, but for actual armor. Okay. DPS 1.5. DPS 2.7. Okay. All right. So this is the moment we have been preparing for. So what we're going to do is we are going to attack draft. We're drafting Allison. Allison, you are going to come here. Wallace, you are also going to get drafted. You are going to come here. You're not going to have snow falling on you, which is nice, I think. And we also have Max here. I don't know how good Max is going to do. Okay, let's give it a pause. Scroll up. Grab this door. Can I lock the door? And as we just heard, we are under attack. Okay, let's see what we can do. Max, buddy, don't go too far. Is there any way I can control where Max goes? No, release slaughter. That is really like all I have. And the locked door just opened. Okay. Default, I guess. Okay. Incursion. Here they are. They're coming. And it looks like a Warnash is coming first. Let's speed things along. Let's see. What is he gonna do? How is he gonna act? It looks like he's going to attack stuff. Okay. In that case, what we're going to do, Wallace, you're going out. Alison, you're coming right over here. Actually, you know what? Take defensive positions. Oh, Max is already getting in there. Okay, everybody attack. Everybody attack. I've changed my mind. Alison, try to take out the archer. Oh. Victory. Okay, we've taken out a Warnash, who was butt naked. and we apparently have victory. So, the beleaguered settlers came under attack in the winter of 1353. Their ordeal continued for 1 hour and a half. Mercifully, all settlers survived in the raid. One sworn enemy died during the fighting. Settlers who chose not to engage with the enemy, stratagem born of stealth rather than cowardice. What? What do you mean we chose not to engage the enemy? We killed the man. Okay. let's not question that too much. We have survived our ordeal. Alright, so let's see. Wallace, get in there. Oh, Wallace just got hit. Max is going in for a bite. Missed. Oh, good shot, Allison. Okay, Allison, move forward. We are injured. Okay, guys, undraft. Max is still going after him. Miss. I can't really tell him not to attack, eh? No, I really have no control over Max. Miss. Alright, well, Max, scare him off. Scare him off the side of the map. I think you've got this. Fantastic. Okay, let's give it another pause. Scroll in and see what we have been left behind. We have a hat. You know what? It's fine. You can keep the hat. And a buckler. There we go. And a little dagger. Wallace is currently going to bed, I would expect. Because he is injured. Allison, I would like you to prioritize tending to Wallace's wounds. Oh, this is the Marauder. This is the Philosopher. I wonder what he's thinking about right now, philosophizing about. Where is Max? Oh, Max is still at it. Max is a beast. Where's this guy going? This is definitely not the fastest way out. Okay, Max is given up. Can I really can't control him in any way. Good to know. So, Max is just gonna go on a rampage anytime we get attacked. Okay, I'm just going to leave Max to it. Come back here. Wallace's wounds have been treated. So Wallace has been injured twice now. Once when he first arrived, and now with the fight. Health, pain, pierced leg muscle. Ooh. That must have been from the arrow, from the crossbow bolt. Oh, that must sting. Okay. incursion. Oh, Max is still at it. That's what it is. Okay, let's go back here. There we go. Well, we have survived our first attack. And we've moved this backgammon table. So I think for the rest of the day, we're going to just dig this. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, that's right under the table. We may have to remove the table. And we'll bring it back after. We're gonna build some flooring. Yeah, over that. Can I set this up now, actually? 2, 3. Yeah, okay, there we go. And you know what? We have had enough excitement for today, so I'm just going to go ahead and let things run their course a little faster than I usually do. Here we go. Alison is digging that up right now. I think she attempted to build the floor before digging that out, so a bold strategy. Let's see how that works out for her. Oh, she's now better at mining. Okay. I really want to get a root cellar so that we can put all this stuff in there. And we're also going to have to deal with this corpse. Actually, you know what? Slow down time just a little bit before the day ends. Let's see, Misk. We have unmarked grave. Let us, as a last thing for today, a structure can be placed there. Okay. Let's make a funeral pyre for this person. And we're going to have Alison prioritize the funeral pyre. Let's see. Speed things up just a little bit. Build, build, build. And we are done. Burn body forever. Alison? Enjoying entertainment? Okay, well, Wallace can do this then. Prioritize production. That's a very strange way of talking about burning a body, but that's fine. Wallace is putting wood on, and he has picked up the body of the attacker. There we go. Let's take a proper look at things. And he has set it ablaze. And there we go. With that, it is official. Alison and Wallace have survived their first attack on their little settlement. Wallace was injured in the fighting. He got a crossbow bolt to the leg, but he's already healed. So I would think that it was more of a scratch than an actual stab wound. Auto-saving, let's just pause this. Here we go. And the attackers on their end were not quite so lucky. Max is an absolute beast when it comes to defending. And just not only killed a man, I'm pretty sure he had the finishing shot on the naked philosopher that was attacking us, but he also chased the other one all the way off the side of the map, as far as I can tell. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for our first attack. And you can see right here the corpse of our fallen enemy burning on a funeral pyre. Fantastic. So today we haven't managed to build our entire root cellar, but we're off to a good start. And next time we'll be able to focus on that a little bit more. This time our panic room that in the end we did not use, so I may be taking down, wasn't as useful as we were hoping. We are going to perhaps need some walls, some proper walls to defend us in the future around the encampment. And once this entire area is kind of protected by walls, we will be able to actually use the trap mechanisms to protect our settlers. So if we do get attacked, they'll get hit by traps. And if I'm not mistaken, animals that can also trigger those traps at times, just passing over them, and that could mean hunting without the need of actually going out with a bow or crossbow. That's pretty good. So this is where we're going to leave it today. Alison, Wallace, and Max are asleep in their little home, and we'll come back to this next week. So thank you for joining me, and goodbye.